MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. The Indians will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Gordon Francis, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Standing in, Jose Ramirez. He will lead this one off today.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Ramiro patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Jason.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected, 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. That evens it up, 1-1. Francis is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And this is taken in for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Striding in, Francisco Lindor. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
2 out, nobody on. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. A payoff pitch one more time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Trevor Bauer gets the ball for the Indians in this one. And please, Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
The windup and the 0-1. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. But the runner's back easily. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the base pass in order to get that run back to give up at the top of the first. I like that, especially early in the game, so we'll see if they can drive him in now.
Ramiro leads off second with nobody out. Runner breaks for third. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. Oh, and the pitch is low, and it won't be dug out, so he's going to take third on the stolen base. Here he comes on 2-0. Hard hit ball to second. Castro's got it. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Shea Clark is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. Two and one.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit to short. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting 4.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
J.D. Martinez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Bauer sets his sights and delivers. 2-0 now. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he has 7 hits in 21 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1 to Martinez.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Into the box now, Tommy Pham. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Well, today's game provides the Indians with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Outside, 2-1. From the stretch. Popped up. Guardado battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
That is 7. The first baseman, number 17. Yonder.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Here's Yonder Alonso, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Comes set with the 0-1. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And he got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Settling in now, Francisco Mejia, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired.
A run for...
So stepping in, Elvis Villarreal. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Outside, that's the ball.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Bauer playing here in his age 29 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Set to get his day started, Vinny Domet batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. As a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-0. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here. Digging in, Alejandro Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Pitch is a called strike. The throw not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
A ball and a strike. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Two and one to the Royals' first baseman.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Alexi Guardado. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Change up taken, but it clips the inside corner for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. One and two, the counts of the Royals shortstop.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart, trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
The 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Bauer pauses. First pitch on the way.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. This is hit softly to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that.
Back now at Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals, who've benefited from solid pitching all season long. They come into this game ranked first in the league in team ERA, and talking with some of the members of the staff prior to the game, they mentioned how they've really been able to feed off each other. They're a competitive bunch, so when one guy goes out and has a great game, the starter the next day feels the motivation to live up to that performance, if not best it. Maybe a big reason behind their success this year, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The third baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Ramirez, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Tim Beckham will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. Stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He popped out in his first trip.
Jason Kipnis.
From the stretch.
0-1.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. This one clears the party porch just shy of the fountains. They don't hit him out there. That's a long home run.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff. Homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
In there at the knees, strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Now the 2-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Reined in on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The left fielder, number 30.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tyler Naquin. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And he lays off for ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swings through it for strike number 2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
Comes set and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
This is on the ground over to first. One there. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. Indians. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Tim Beckham is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
For the Indians.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Brian Ramiro. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Christopher Bagley. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Popped him up. Lindor is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batted.
Into the box, Shea Clark. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And the Royals are in the hit column. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Bauer pauses. Here it comes on 1-0. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Starlin Castro will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Ramiro is right there, 1 down.
The first base.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Standing in now, Yonder Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And look out! That's the 3rd batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem.
The right fielder.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Elvis Villarreal. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Into the box now, Vinny Domit, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. The average sits at 294, 6 home runs, and 19 driven in. Oh and 1, here it comes. Lifted in the air out to right.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
He makes the play, runner tags and heads for third. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. Striding into the box, Alejandro Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. All over that one, but a little out in front, foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
To the plate now, Alexi Guardado fouled away. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Striding in for the Indians, Tim Beckham. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ramiro is there, and he has it for the first out. Ready to take his hacks again, Jason Kipnis, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
I really can't believe that the umpire is letting him stick around here. That's the 4th hitter he's plugged. Enough is enough. Get this guy out of the game before he hurts someone.
First pitch on its way. Francisco Lindor is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, Probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
They often say in baseball it's better to be lucky than good. This pitcher's been having a rough go of it lately, but that diving catch right there might have saved this inning and possibly saved the game.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Naquin. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch popped up. Clark waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Jason Sato, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is knocked down on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Ramiro. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
To 1-2 now. Popped him up. Beckham has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Christopher Bagley. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He loses him on ball 4. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll depart here. And you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. And now at the plate, Tommy Pham. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Bagley backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll put this away for the second out. Now batting, Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Two and one to the Indians' first baseman. And it's fouled away. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fouled away. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. In now, Shea Clark. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike swinging. Chased a high one there. Mateo, playing here in his age 29 season. This is his first year at the big league level. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Naquin will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. So here's the Royals DH, J.D. Martinez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
In now, Elvis Villarreal. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. In the dirt here, and maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Fouled off. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gloved by Castro. And there are 2 away now. Riding in once again, Vinny Domit will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Called strike 0-2. Domit is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
The 0-2 once more.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And that one got a piece of him. Sean Gilmartin comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Runners on the move for second. Strike taken to throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Here's the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And it's fouled away. From the stretch, the 1-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands. Rodrigo Raimo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51.
Into the box now, Francisco Mejia. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Three and one.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it clears the stands. Wow, that landed on the patio out there.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
Villarreal is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1.
The batter.
So striding forward now, Tim Beckham. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. This is skied into short left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Jason Kipnis will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Ramiro is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Indians, Dustin Coulter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So striding in, Alexi Guardado. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. 1-0 the count. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Jason Sato. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Grounded to 3rd. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Brian Ramiro. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more.
Ball, that's out.
Fouled off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Now another 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the. At the plate, Francisco Lindor. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Yeah, you got to control the controllables, Matty. All you can do is put barrel to baseball and see what happens. You cannot control the defensive wizardry on the other side.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Now batting, left fielder.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in once again, Tommy Pham. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. None out, runners at first and second. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Villarreal is there to put it away for out number 1. Ready for another shot now, Starlin Castro. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now. He's set, now the pitch. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And that'll bring in the University of Miami product, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Yonder Alonso. This is chopped down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Francisco Mejia, he went deep last time up. Tony Theophanopoulos was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 10.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Line drive to center field. Ramiro is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the base. Leading off the inning, Christopher Bagley, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming, here it is.
Count 1-0.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The Tribe are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Christopher Bagley becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now pitch on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as their lead.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Throw won't get him.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1.
Ball. I got 1 ball, 1
A man at third with 1 away. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Their count now at 2-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Stepping up now, Elvis Villarreal. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Villarreal.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left field. A base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, B-Row. Big, and I mean big 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2 balls and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And eesh, not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Now back, first baseman, Alejandro.
Standing in as the potential tying run, Alejandro Sanchez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's by him for strike 1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-1 home. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it 6-5 now.
Now batter, shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Alexi Guardado trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. From the stretch. And there he goes towards second. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he's back standing. 3 runs already home here. On the move again from first. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He waits, now the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Tim Beckham. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ralph Ludwig enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Ludwig.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch towards second. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now back,
Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Lindor. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back in.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Andrew Miller takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 24.
Striding in to start the 9th, Jason Sato, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Miller, playing here in his age 34 season, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
The batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Ramiro. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And they start him out away with a called strike. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 24.
At the plate, Christopher Bagley. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting 26 outs. You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. That 2-out double here in the 9th, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with one swing of the bat.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery, and it's fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
They say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Royals came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Ralph Ludwig earns his third win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more,
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Kansas City Royals swiped 7 bases as a club as they bested the visiting Indians 7-6.